Hi everyone, it's Gally. I'm coming to you today with my week 35 pregnancy update. It is a weeny bit late again. I apologise for that. I was running late last time. I did it on literally the day that I crossed over to 35 and I've done it again. I'm effectively kind of 36 today, but so it's end of 35, week 35 update. It's been a long week. I always say that, don't I? Okay, so not a lot of interesting stuff has happened, which is a good thing, I think, actually, because as you will know if you've been watching my other pregnancy updates, we had drama occurring with little baby, where I was having to go into hospital loads, like every other day, to check I was mega anemic and she had growth issues, all sorts of things going on, and thankfully, touch wood, everything is back on track. Basically, I'm now in a situation where I'm only needing to go in to hospital once a week, just to make sure that her growth is what the hospital are expecting for it to be. She is back on the centile that she should have been for her age. All of the parts of her, at one stage her abdominal cavity was smaller than, on a centile scale, than her length, and so they were a little bit concerned about that, but now everything is back on track. She is absolutely fine, growing fine. I found out today that she is 6 pounds 1 ounce today. And I've got 2.5 weeks to go till my section, so good growth. I'm really pleased with that. I'm really pleased with that. I'm glad that she's not going to be a really tiny baby. I think that means in general that she'll be, you know, when she comes out, she's likely to be about 7 pounds, 7 something, which is a great weight, I think. You know, I can't really ask for any better than that. So I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with her progress. So yeah, really positive when it comes with concerning baby. Really positive. So that's a weight off my shoulders. I only have to go into hospital one more time before she arrives, which is really, like, exciting and scary at the same time, as you can imagine. Yeah, I'm really excited, so that's great. I filmed a hospital bag vlog as per a request from a subby. Not that I've got a million or even close. But yeah, a subby asked for a hospital bag video, so I filmed one. It's just a baby one. It's not my stuff as well, because I just thought that they'd probably need to be split up because they'd be too long together. So if anybody wants to see what I'm gonna take, then obviously just let me know in the comment box below. But yeah, so if you want to see what I'm taking for her, then the video's ready and it's on my channel, so come and have a look. I've basically got to the point where I can't really walk around at all for any period of time, so I did attempt to go to the shops and shop for the things that I'm going to need for my hospital bag, you know, like stuff for me to clean with when I'm in hospital, and, you know, like miniatures of shampoo and conditioner and washing stuff, and, you know, that kind of thing. And basically I sacked the whole trip off because I couldn't walk around. I was just absolutely exhausted and I just couldn't do it. Despite the fact that I'd, you know, purposely had loads of breakfast and, you know, tried to put myself in the best possible situation to be able to shop, but I couldn't do it. So I do have some nursing bras. I have bought some nursing bras from Marks & Spencer's. There are some really cute ones in there at the moment. Not overly like horrible, as in, you know, they're not lacy, but they've got a nice trim and stuff. So if you're looking for nursing bras, then I recommend Marks & Spencer's. And oh, a tip actually, because she measured me to find out what I need. She said, this is about the time that one needs to be measured for your nursing bra, if that's what you're planning on doing, in terms of like breastfeeding your baby, about 2 weeks before you're due. And because obviously your boobs grow so much over the course of your pregnancy that it's no use kind of getting measured much before then. So this was a good time for me to get measured, and basically what she did was she kind of clenched her fist and put it in the cup, and she said that's the extra that needs to be there in terms of space to make sure that your bra has enough room for when your milk comes in, because that's the likelihood of how much bigger your boobs are going to get when your milk comes in. I was really shocked by that. A whole fist. But, you know, I guess they know what they're doing at Marks & Spencer's with the whole fitting boobies, bras malarkey. So, yeah, so that's what she did. We chose the ones that have got the right amount of space for me, for my boobs. And do you know what? To be completely honest with you, actually, thinking about it, when I think back to what it was like with Kai, my boobs were an astronomical size when she arrived and when my milk came in. I was overfeeding her and I was overexpressing, and so obviously that must have had something to do with it. But literally, my boobs were, I mean they're pretty big now, but one of my boobs alone was like the size of my head, like bigger than the size of my head. I've got photos where I just look back and I'm just like, crikey, they are gargantuan. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. So basically, yeah, that was a fun experience, getting measured up for a nursing bra or two. As per usual, nose is running. Right, what else? Okay, I guess the last thing to tell you, so that we keep it short, symptoms. I'm weeing ludicrous amounts. That's kind of the biggest symptom, really, because the gas thing has died down. Thank God. I say that. I'm touching wood so badly here because it was so bad at its worst. It was just such horrible pains, and haven't had it now for a few days, so I'm hoping that that's the end of it. But aside from the gas thing, the weeing thing is obviously keeping me up a lot at night, which is a bit annoying because it means that, you know, this time that I'm meant to be trying to stock up on sleep, it's just not working because I am just weeing way too much. But do you know what, at the end of the day, as far as symptoms go, the worst of it is literally that I'm not sleeping because I'm weeing so much throughout the night that I'm just not getting good enough sleep. And just generally not really being able to sleep. I'm not sure why that is, because I am ludicrously tired, obviously, but I just can't seem to kind of really get any kind of reasonably good sleep for some reason. So that's that really, kind of, those are the worst symptoms that I'm experiencing at the moment. I'm obviously getting really, really big. I'll do a bare bump shot for you at the end. Really out of breath. what else? Oh, the last thing I wanted to tell you was I am reading the Gina Ford books again. I'm reading the Contented Baby Guide. Wow, baby. I'm reading them again because somebody recommended them to me just before Kaya was born, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to let my kid rule my life and just turn my life into this big military routine. And then within a week of Kaya arriving, I was like, get me that book. So my husband went out and bought it, and I read it, and literally within days of not implementing systems, that makes it sound really, really military. It's not like that at all. I don't know whether I've ever spoken about this in other vlogs, but basically the Gina Ford system is essentially kind of figuring out routines for your day based on what your baby weighs, so that you can kind of gauge exactly how much they're meant to be sleeping and eating to make sure that your day goes as smoothly as it can. For obvious reasons, that can mean that it does kind of end up taking over your life a bit at the beginning. And you know what, to be completely honest with you, it is true. And if you are in a situation like me now, where you're going to be doing school runs as well as having a new baby, that's not an easy thing to do. And obviously it's not necessarily, you're not going to necessarily be able to implement those things as well as you could if you didn't have those types of things to do, like a job or school runs, etc. But if you are in a situation where you're lucky enough to be a stay-at-home mum, and you're on maternity leave or whatever, and you can literally dedicate your time to just looking after your baby, I can't stress enough how much you need to get this in your life. The Gina Ford system is a saviour. It was a saviour to me. And it's literally, it's just a logical explanation as to how much sleep your baby ought to be able to manage throughout the day and throughout the night and stuff, based on how much it weighs. It's really kind of logical. It's not rocket science, and it's not cruel in any way. You know, it does go through explanations of like controlled crying and things like that. But then those kind of extremes are that she shows you are possible after you've made sure that you've eliminated any doubt that the issue with the baby in terms of the reason why it's crying is down to anything else. So, you know, she stresses a lot in all of her books that almost always the reason why a baby is crying, it will be because they're hungry. And so, you know, you've got like a checklist that you always go through whenever your baby's crying, in terms of like, are you hungry? Have you been burped? Have you, slept enough, etc., etc. Are you overtired? Are you overstimulated? And it's really logical stuff, as I've just said, and it's exceptionally, exceptionally good to follow and get your baby into a routine that is going to mean that you're happier and the baby's happy, and sleeping well and eating well and thriving, and that's all you can want, really, isn't it, from a baby? So for your baby, rather. Obviously this is just my opinion. You know, it's going to be completely different for everybody else out there, and by all means I'm not preaching. You know, if it's not something that you agree with or that you like, whatever, then obviously that's completely up to you, and everyone's different. But I'm letting you know that it helped me loads the first time around. Kaya was sleeping through the night from about literally 12 weeks. She was sleeping straight through not 7 till 7. I was putting her down at 7, getting her up for the late night feed at 11, and then she was going through till 7, and I was very lucky. But, you know, I've got no doubt that it had something to do with Gina Ford, so I'm reading them again. So yeah, that's about it. That is everything. Thank you for watching. Love you lots. Thank you for all the comments and the support from everyone. Thank you for all the people that, you know, got in contact with me when when I was in hospital a lot of the time, and you know, and said nice things, and that's, you know, it's really touching and it's lovely of you to care. So thank you for that. And now I'll do a bump shot for you. Right, love you lots. Bye everyone. Okay, so as usual, please excuse my very dirty mirror. My 5-year-old, my almost 5-year-old loves to paw it, stand up next to it and just touch it, so that's the reason why it's so dirty all the time. And my bed isn't made, really embarrassing, sorry about that. But basically this is the bump. Wow, she's lying in a really weird position. She's got like her back here and her legs here. Anyway, so this is the bump. And I am now 36 weeks on the dot. So this is the end of 35-week vlog. And just to let you know exactly where we are. So, side shot, front shot. Whew, wow, so out of breath. Crazy, crazy out of breath in this. And another side shot. So, oh, guess what? I didn't show you makers this time. Wow, that's good. Right, so this is bump, and there's me crossing my fingers because no stretch marks yet. But you just know it's going to happen, don't you? So 2.5 weeks till delivery. So really excited, mega excited, and there you are. There's the bump. So love you lots, and see you next time. Bye.